Hello, lovely people. It's Sakino on Sunday. I am furious. Why? Well, today it's because I received one of those emails of institutions that I'm subscribed to, and it was a whole rap about forgiveness again. And it's just, for me, it drives me nuts. I cannot stand it. This concept is putting people into so much shame and guilt. It's unbelievable. I just hate it. I have talked about forgiveness and my own understanding of that before. And I am really upset about those concepts that are spreading around. And therapists and healers and religious leaders and gurus, they're just living on it. They're feeding on that concept. You have to forgive in order to lead a happy, fulfilled life. Rubbish. Rubbish. You're just filling your pockets with more income from people who come to you because they feel shame and guilt because they cannot forgive. And then you are putting them in situations to fill in questionnaires and do exercises and all kinds of stuff to finally come to a point that they say, okay, I'm forgiving. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. And I've been brought up in a Catholic surrounding. So my sensitivity for shame and guilt feelings is very high. But I'm not getting fooled anymore. Life is not about forgiving. Life is about dealing with whatever we have been going through. Dealing with it, allowing the sensations and the emotions to be there, to look at them, to process them until they are complete, until they are healed, until we are able to move on in our lives. I don't know why it drives me so mad. I think it's because of my Catholic conditioning, because I have been tortured as a child with all these concepts of sin and forgiveness and confession and being forgiven and repenting and all that stuff. When I have done something wrong and hurt someone, I am responsible for that. And I have to stand up for what I did. And as best as I can, make amendments to that person that I have hurt. And when I have made amendments and that person receives those, then it might be possible that that person will forgive me for what I did wrong. But that's the only situation where I think that forgiveness is valid. In all other situations, it's so much more complex. It's so much more complex. It's not this forgiving your enemies in order for you to be happy. In order for us to become happy and fulfilled, I think it's needed that we work through everything that has happened to us. Also work through everything that we have done wrong and take responsibility for that. I think in order for us to be happy and fulfilled, it's needed to contribute to life in whatever way we can. Within our range of capacities. To live fully. To allow our emotions, to allow our feelings, also to contribute to the well-being of other people. In these times that we are living in, I think it also means that we take responsibility for our own safety and for the safety of others. In whichever way we can do that. By staying physically distant at the moment. Which doesn't mean we have to be socially distant. This is a misunderstanding. Physical distance is something else, and it's hard enough. We need hugs. We need physical touch. And we cannot have it at the moment to that extent that we would be nourished. Living a life that's led by our hearts. Caring for ourselves, caring for the other. Wearing a mask when we are out. Yes, wearing a mask is practicing compassion and love in these days. Even if we don't know exactly how much it protects us, even if it wouldn't protect us, what harm does it do to wear a mask for a while? And if it turns out to be useless in the future, Sure, so what? So we have wasted a year or something wearing a mask. Is that so terrible? Let's take care of each other and of ourselves as best as we can. And if we realize that we have done harm to someone else, let's be courageous enough to say, I'm sorry, and make amends. And then, if we are lucky, the other is forgiving us. And the same the other way around. If someone else has done us harm and the person comes and says, I'm really sorry that I did that and I want to make up for it, I'm hoping that I give them the chance to do that. That I'm not stuck in resentment and anger. Well, this had to be said today. I hope you are all healthy and have a good Sunday and a good week ahead. And see you soon again.